Oh, don't pretend you don't know what this is. Man, it's been a while, hasn't it? Now that summer is finally wrapping up, I say it's time we cool things down with The Land Before Time 8, The Big Freeze. I had to work a pun in there somewhere. Now, from what I've heard, this one has the most heart of the Land Before Time sequels. Is that true? Well, let's find out. It's time to bundle up for The Big Freeze. That was a good one. Can't deny it, that was a good one. So the movie begins, and we see, once again, the animation has gotten even better than before. Good shading, backgrounds, lighting, man, they really nailed it this time. Though I gotta ask, does a shark-toothed lips really need that much attention to detail? Nitpick, nitpick. So, big shock, this movie doesn't focus on Littlefoot. Mostly. Instead, it focuses this time on Ducky and Spike.
Move over, Spike. I do not have room. Please, not tonight. Do not make the sleep rumbles. I am so tired. Please, please, please.
Yeah, because if there's one thing these sequels needed, it's even more tedious shit! So we cut to the next morning and see the kids are now in school? Wait a minute. They're animals. Why are they going to school? They have instinct, okay? They don't need to learn, they need to just do. Like hunt, fuck, sleep, that's it really.
Great creatures first crawled up from the murky ooze onto the dry land. And thus began the age of the dinos.
Excuse me, Mr. Thicknose?
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, why are we learning about evolution? If evolution existed, then we technically wouldn't be coexisting with each other.
Food gathering. I have had the opportunity to study the many methods used by different herds to gain sustenance from the green food which surrounds us here in our fertile Great Valley.
I know that it's a bit weird teaching you kids this 8 movies in, but... You know what, yeah, why the fuck am I teaching you this? You've had 8 movies to learn how to fucking eat now.
Of course, some trees will not give up their green food so easily. Perhaps the most reluctant is this one here, often proved too frustrating to the...
Ah! A sound effect that shouldn't exist yet!
I don't know why Mr. Thicknose even bothers to talk to us. We just seem to upset him.
What do you mean, we? Come on, Littlefoot. Forget it. Pass the ball.
Well...
Ha! What's wrong with you? I do not know. I feel... funny.
I wouldn't worry about it, Ducky. It's not your fault. It's the animators. Of course, now that I'm mentioning it, there is something off about the animation, though. Like, how do I put this? The animation in this movie is overly animated. Like, does that make sense? Here, let me try to put it into context. Check out this scene from The Iron Giant. The scene where Kent Mansley and Hogarth are sitting in the diner talking. I know it's a really weird scene to point out, but it's honestly, hands down, one of my favorite scenes in animation, period. Mainly because of how Kent is animated. He has so many fantastic expressions on him in this scene. There's a perfect balance going on based on all the characteristics that Kent has. He's being both smart and clever, as he is being paranoid and intimidating. But watch how he's animated. There's clearly a lot going on here, but because there's so much to Kent's character, you can't really make out his intentions right away. That's the beauty of restraint in animation. The Big Freeze, however, doesn't have that. It puts too much detail in everything. There's too much color, too many frames, and frankly, it just looks awkward. Hilariously awkward, however, alright? Pause this movie at any time, and you'll probably end up laughing way harder than you expected.
If there's one thing us three-horns know about, it's being mad.
No, Ducky. This is how you get mad.
You ruthless, heartless bastard!
That's how you get fucking mad.
When your tummy feels all sticky and hot,
Oh good, it's song time.
do what the three horns do. What do you do? We get mad!
The song's about getting mad, that's all you need to know. Moving on. So we cut back to Littlefoot in his subplot, I love saying that, to his subplot, where we see his grandpa talking to the teacher, Rafiki. I mean Mr. Thicknose.
He doesn't seem to realize that I am the oldest and wisest in the Great Valley.
Well then where the hell were you in the 6th movie? Were you getting a sandwich while Grandpa was the one telling the stories about history and such? So later that night, Littlefoot wakes up to find that it's snowing. He tries to tell the others, but they don't believe him.
Frozen sky stars falling on your head.
Uh-huh, and when you touch them, they turn to water.
So let me get this straight, guys. You guys will believe that a magic rock from space can have magical properties, but snow is just too hard to believe in? I guess that's where we just draw the line, right? Like, yeah, asteroids can have magical properties, but snow? No, get the fuck out of here with your fucking, your Area 51 conspiracies. Get the fuck out of here. So after class, Ducky goes to play with her family, but Spike can't join them because he isn't a swimmer.
Ducky, I think Spike feels left out.
I cannot help it if I can swim, but Spike cannot. I am a swimmer and he is not. No, no, no.
Jeez, Ducky. First you make fun of Littlefoot's mother in the 2nd movie, and now you're making fun of your fucking disabled brother? God, even Azula's telling you need to lay off. So we then meet this Spiketail Mother, whose herd has been traveling through the Great Valley right now, offering to take Spike around so that he can meet his own kind.
Visit fun!
Shall we go back in the water, Ducky?
Maybe later.
8 movies, guys. It took the writers 8 movies to finally figure out that if they start focusing on the other characters, they can begin to develop those characters and actually make good, heartfelt stories. 8 movies. And they're finally figuring that shit out. Alright, I'll give this movie some credit. I mean, sure, say what you want about the animation, but this movie is doing one thing that I really love. Telling the story just through the visuals. That's something the original movie did a lot of. No dialogue, no words, just the movie and the animation telling the story as it is. I mean, look at the scene where Ducky's crying, and tell me that doesn't work. Like, no, go ahead in comments, tell me it doesn't work. I will fight you on the street over it. The next day comes, and as it turns out, it snowed again, but this time it covered the entire Great Valley. Grandpa Longneck, I thought I told you not to overdo it. So at first everyone begins to enjoy the snow, but soon the cold weather begins to take its toll.
Do you still like the brown sparkles, Littlefoot?
Jeez, Grandpa, you don't have to rub it in.
There's almost no food left, and if you ask me, it's all your fault.
Mine?
You can't blame Mr. Thicknose for the weather.
Well, maybe not. But if he's so smart, why didn't he know that the white ground sparkles brought such cold with them that it killed all the food? Why didn't he warn us to store away some tree stars until warmer weather?
But I couldn't. I mean, how could I?
Sarah's father acting like a complete dick for no reason to someone who doesn't deserve it? Well, time to play that shit from the 3rd movie!
I know now that we can't live together that way, with such anger between us. Our kids found water because they worked together.
Now we must work together too.
So the Spiketails decide to leave because there's not enough green food, which leaves both Spike and his mother a difficult decision.
Do you want to go with them, Spike? Huh? We'll understand if you do. Ducky and I just want what's best for you.
If it is so hard to figure out, I will do it for you. Go, go, go!
We'll come back someday soon, won't we, Spike? When the white ground sparkles are all gone.
Why, we'll see each other before you know it.
Again, 8 movies before they realized they could tell the story. I mean, for fuck's sake, this should have been the 4th or 5th movie at the fucking least. Like, but no, we had to keep telling Littlefoot's story because, you know, fuck, his story wasn't done yet. We needed fucking, what, 6, 7 movies to tell his story? Yeah, I thought so.
I do not understand why Spike would leave his own family.
Because you told him to. I know I'm a smartass, but tell me I'm wrong.
I think family is more than being friends. When you're family, the loving never ends.
Though families are different, one thing stays the same.
At the heart of every family is love.
And he will always be a very, very big part of mine.
Oh, god damn it. A Land Before Time song that's actually good? God, why is it on the 8th movie that you guys finally decide to start trying? Why? That's so fucking weird! So Ducky regrets pushing her brother away and decides to run off after him in order to bring him home. You know, like a good, loving sibling. Ever heard about that, Gary?
Why would Ducky tell her mom we were meeting with Thick Nose?
I bet I know.
So, if Ducky's gone after Spike, why don't we just tell her mom?
I may be wrong. And there's no point in getting her all worried.
So we'll run off and make all of our families worried. It wouldn't be the first time.
Children!
Mr. Thicknose?
Am I correct in understanding that you are going into the mysterious beyond without your parents' permission? I absolutely cannot allow it.
But
if your families found out that I let you leave the valley unsupervised, I could never show my face around here again. Therefore, I'm coming with you.
I'm the celebrity cameo for this movie. I must have a purpose. Nice callback to the original movie, Booby. The Ducky soon reunites with the others, but the Sharp-Tooth soon follows suit. Damn it! I knew that Sam Neill was full of shit! So after defeating the Sharp-Tooth, the gang decides to try and get back home. Meanwhile, the parents begin to get worried.
We haven't seen Ducky anywhere. I'm so worried. It's getting late.
God damn it, they ran away again! Forget the leash, we need a fucking cage for these children! So on their way home, the kids and Mr. Thicknose discover a lake that's been frozen over. But oh boy, do hijinks ensue!
Mr. Thicknose, come back! Wait for us!
Oh, come on. What's with this Tom and Jerry bullshit? Man, I already made it clear. You guys can't do this kind of comedy, alright?
That's not good.
Woohoo! Blood of the innocent! Oh, I hope it's O negative. That's the best kind.
This feels so good.
Why, it appears to be some sort of underground spring. See? There's hot water just bubbling up down there.
Wait, if it's a hot spring, then how did it freeze over? What? So Littlefoot finally decides to ask Mr. Thicknose why he lied about all of his adventures. And of course, we get that answer by song.
When I was young, I was very shy, never seen or heard. But when wanderers told of the great beyond, I remembered every word. Everyone wants to be important. Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone wants to be the center of the circle, where friends are hanging on your every word. Everybody needs somebody to listen. Even somebody like me. Who would have thought, after all this time, there were more things I had to learn. And thank you all for teaching me. You're never too old to learn.
Again, 8 movies, and here is when they decide to start trying. What the fuck? On their way back, they soon find that Mr. Thicknose is having trouble getting up the hill.
I don't think I can go another step. Of course, I could be wrong.
Oh, okay, yeah, just abandon the children. Yeah. Should change your name to Mr. Dicknose. That makes 2 fucking sharp teeth on our kill count, bitches. Who else wants some? Huh? Huh? So because the passage is blocked by snow, the others can't make it through and have to shout at the adults in order to get their attention. Why Petrie doesn't just fly down there and tell them is beyond me. So Sarah goes Super Saiyan. Everybody heads out to the spring, and even Spike and the Spiketails join them. Not because Spike made a Stucky, but because he could smell the food. Remember, no fucks given.
Whoa! Spike, be careful! Spike! Oh no, Spike! The water's deeper there! Spike cannot swim! Mama, you did it! You saved him!
Of course I did. He's my boy.
Alright. I'll give this movie credit. They were right. Everybody who talked about this movie was right. This movie, out of all the sequels so far, easily has the most heart. It's a little awkward at times, but it has the most heart. I still think that the third is still the best overall, simply because it matched the tone of the original and the message of it. But if I were to pick one of these sequels that had the most heart, it would definitely be this one. There really isn't much to talk about aside from the animation, which, to the movie's credit, while some scenes are way overdone, others are handled very well. Bottom line, if you guys are wondering about this movie and whether it's something you want to see or something you should just avoid, then I say there's nothing to really worry about. I say see it for yourself, because despite its namesake, this movie will have you be feeling nothing but warmth. My name is RaisorBlade, and as always, rock on! I have a new camera and I love it!
This place is about to become a sea of sweat, ear-shattering music, and puke.
That's
stage is a pedestal, and when you're up there, you're untouchable.